we're going to get things kicked off here, lest we wait too long and end up having the rain catch us. So I'm going to get things started, and we'll give you a quick sense of how we're going to roll through what's ultimately intended to be a celebration and an informal recognition, official recognition, but an informal environment for so many people that have been a part of this project and that will continue to be a part of it. I've got 3 people that will be speaking, and look forward to their comments. And then ultimately afterwards, we'll wrap things up and we'll walk. You can see the walkway to the other tent. As long as we can get through things quickly and get over there outside of the rain, we'll walk over, and there's some ceremonial shovels, and so we'll do sort of the obligatory shovel photo op. And then there also are colored site plans, just a little sheet on the back, and I'd encourage you to grab one of those sheets as you walk over, and you can, if you'd like, kind of from that vantage point, see the site a little better. If you have questions, and we'd be happy to walk you through things. So thank you for coming out this afternoon. We prayed pretty hard, and it appears to have worked, that we wouldn't get rain. We should have been more specific about the wind, but we're thrilled to be here. I'm Michael Blackwell. I'm the Regional Director for Florida for Crescent's multifamily group. And admittedly, the newest person on the team to this project, and I mention that because part of my approach to this project, and I think as a firm, our approach to it is consistent with the saying, which I think has biblical origins, that to whom much is given, much is expected. This is a humbling piece of real estate. It's extraordinary as it relates to downtown Tampa, as it relates to the Bay, to the historic Hyde Park community behind us, and so we don't take lightly our obligation, not just our commitment to do what we want to do to be effective and profitable, but also our commitment to build something that is of enduring quality and that's deserving of the kind of extraordinary site that we have here. So I purposely am not going to speak too much about the site, because I think it makes more sense for the people who have been involved in the project to say some of those things, but would welcome the opportunity to talk to any of you afterwards. A little bit of context, most of you may know that we purchased this whole area, including the Parkside condominiums, in 2001. A little bit of a different economic climate, and our firm was a little bit different at that point. There's been a lot of evolution since that building delivered in 2006, and there's been a lot of evolution in our firm, one of which has been the growth of a multifamily practice, recognizing on a national level, frankly, but certainly in the southeastern markets where we've been, an extraordinary need for really well-conceived, inspired architecture and urban living environments that offer people the access that they want for active lifestyles, and also social programming and kind of a community commitment that we think is a missing piece in a lot of cities. And so we had this remarkably unique opportunity where we owned this land, and we're waiting for the right time economically to be able to bring it to market, and so spent serious time conceiving what ought to be here, and what you'll ultimately see in the renderings, and we'll continue to see in pictures, as a Spanish eclectic inspired 8-story building that ultimately straddles the site that you see. I think reflects the commitment that we have to quality, to sustainability, and the concierge level amenity program is 15,000 square feet. It's pretty remarkable in terms of spaces that we think people ultimately will use, and then also programming that we think becomes increasingly important to people that want to live in these communities. So Crescent has, as you may know, had an active role in Tampa historically. We've developed 2.2 million square feet of commercial space, predominantly in the West Shore neighborhood, where we spent a lot of time developing Class A office buildings in West Shore. In addition to this building, we've got 2 apartment projects that we built out in the Crosstown area, a third that is under construction now. So this is our 5th multifamily community, but as we have internal conversations, I can tell you with a degree of pride and a forward-looking motivation, we have the conversation about covering Tampa from shore to shore. The commercial investments that we made and hope to continue to make in West Shore, and the multifamily work that we're doing on Bayshore, I think is reflective of our interest and ability as a firm and our long-term commitment to Tampa. So we're thrilled to be here. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to ask Brian Natwick to speak next to talk a little bit about the vision. I'll ask Scott Moss, who's the president of our contractor, Moss and Associates, to talk a little bit about turning that vision into a reality. And then finally, Mayor Bob Buckhorn has joined us. We're thrilled to have him here and hear some of his comments. And then we'll recognize officially so many of the team members that have been so helpful. So thank you for being here, Brian.
Good afternoon. My name is Brian Natwick. I am delighted to be here. Thank you for all for taking time out of your busy schedules. I have the deep honor and pleasure to serve as our president of our multifamily group at Crescent Resources. This truly is an exciting day and milestone for all, as this event marks the 12th year in the making. It's truly a long time coming. It's time for us to start get going, and we are. A special thank you to everyone that's here today in attendance. We appreciate your valuable time. It definitely takes a team to execute such an extraordinary event. A big thank you to the event organizers, most of which are here today, but Devette Harper back in Charlotte, the woman that keeps our group together, Don Weaver, our development manager, Michael Blackwell, who you just met, our regional director, and Andrew Bazin, our development associate. Thank you to the 160 all-star team members that I get the pleasure of working with at Crescent every day. Thank you to the 30 colleagues that I have the good fortune of working with every day and the honor within our multifamily team. It also takes a team to envision, plan, and execute this community. Thank you to the city of Tampa for being a supporter with us for such a long period of time. Thank you to the Hyde Park neighborhood associations, the surrounding local businesses that are a vital component to why we're here, being so close to lifestyle and employment. The entire 100-member plus design and construction team. It literally takes an army to make this happen. Notably, and I know I'm going to miss somebody, but Moss Construction and their probably 30 plus subcontractors that are part of their team. MSA, King Engineering, Rosario Land Resource Group, and Gardner Law Group. So really some key members that are affiliated with our team. So in addition to human capital, it takes financial capital to make things happen. I want to thank Crescent for providing the equity for this investment. Additionally, our primary financial partners in Capital One and Nationwide, both are very key to us as well. Just a little history. Again, 12 years in the making. It seems like a long time, but at Crescent, we believe in good things come to those that have patience, passion, and perseverance. Crescent's a 44-year-old organization founded on a commitment to community building, sustainability, both in terms of environmental sustainability and financial sustainability, and excellence. We operate 4 collective real estate platforms, a single-family residential group, a multifamily group being represented here today, a commercial group, and a land management group. Crescent has been, as Michael has mentioned, Crescent's been actively engaged in Florida for 16 years. A lot of that's been here in Tampa. We've developed over 4 million square feet of commercial space in Florida, over half of that in Tampa, 10,000 lots in single-family master plan communities, and over 3,000 units of multifamily, well over half of those here in Tampa. So it's a big commitment for us to be here. We acquired the land, as Michael mentioned, back in 2001 with a vision of continuing and showcasing our legacy for community building. And with Crescent Bayshore, our 367 units of luxury multi-housing, this development substantially completes that vision. The core values that Crescent lives with, which acts upon every day, is to be curious, do what's right, innovate always, and to deliver excellence. And this community exemplifies those values. It's a remarkable location. This remarkable location, the entitlement journey that we took to get here, the innovative design that we have in place, and it collectively embodies these values. I'll speak louder. We pride ourselves in being community builders, not just developers. There's a big difference. We describe our organization as such. We not only focus on innovative product design, but we have a passion for delivering a complete experience with engaging and lasting programs with extraordinary people that make it happen every day. My career started early in Orlando building resorts for Disney. It was truly an inspirational time for me. It laid the foundation for our passion and our innovation and our passion and our persistence for excellence. As you walk through the Disney property, you may see a number of signs that are called Dream Builders, signs that are direct quotes from Walt Disney. Some of my favorite are very correlative to what we do at Crescent and what is exemplified here in this development, one of which is when we go into a new project, we believe in it all the way. We have confidence in our ability to do it right. And the last one, which is really a lot of fun, is just kind of fun to do the impossible. And this is very much one of those impossible dreams that we're making a reality today. So again, I thank you for all being here today, and I look forward to making it all happen together.
Well, thank you very much to Crescent and City of Tampa and all the support and having the wherewithal to hold the property for 12 years and have us be involved in the project. It's not very often that a contractor gets to actually say something at a groundbreaking, and I think that's for probably many reasons. So we're really excited about being a part of this community, being a part of the fabric of the community. We understand this is going to be a place where people live out their lives. People are going to have kids here. People are going to get engaged here. People are going to get married here. So it's a place that's going to be integral to Tampa, especially where the parade route goes. I'm pretty sure it's going to have a decent view in the future. So, and people are going to have a good time with it, I suppose. As I talk about being a fabric of the community, everyone's probably here very local, and you'll be happy to know that 92% of the trade contractors are from this area. So we're going to put together probably 600 people will be employed by this job from start to finish, and we'll probably max out at about 150 people. So that'll be a pretty big feat. Our team here is excited about doing a fantastic job, a high quality job, something that's going to be a long lasting, and something that we're going to be very proud of. So with that, we look forward to spring 2014, where we get to put back on this road, brick by brick, every single brick that we took up by hand in the same exact spot, and it's going to be fantastic. So thank you very much.
We will be checking. I can't tell you what a great day this is. It started out about 2 hours ago. Every day as mayor is a great day. It took me 20 damn years to get here, so it's better be a great day. Right, Steve? We started out about 2 hours ago breaking ground on the restoration of the old federal courthouse in downtown Tampa. It's a historic structure that had been boarded up for 10 years. It is a magnificent, magnificent old structure in downtown Tampa, very historic, one of those classic neo-traditional architecture, and that really is a signature building in downtown Tampa. And we broke ground on that today, where a developer is coming in to restore it and turn it into a 120-room boutique hotel. It's going to be a spectacular project. And I get to not end my day, because this is only about half of my day, here today with some longtime partners of ours in this community, Crescent. They have done magnificent work, and we see examples of that all over the city. They have left their signature and their imprint on the city, and we are a better place because of it. But today is a new day. This is a different city than it was 15 years ago when you arrived here. There is an electricity about Tampa that hasn't existed in a decade. There is a buzz about Tampa. There is an excitement about Tampa. There's a belief that our better days are yet to come, that at the end of this journey, we will be a radically different city than we are right now. And this is an important piece of property. This is probably the most significant piece of property on the most significant stretch of sidewalk in the Southeast. I put a lot of landscaping in for you over the last year. You and 15,000 journalists and a few anarchists and the entire world who was watching us juggle the second most viewed television event in the face of a hurricane. And we did it flawlessly. So don't mess with my landscaping. It's bad enough the pirates stepped all over some of my stuff. It's so funny, my daughters go to school right down the street at the Academy of the Holy Names, and I drive them to work every day. And they're looking at those trees, and they're like, "Daddy, one of your trees is crooked." I'm like, "Yes, honey, I'll get on it. I'll get on it." But this project right here is important to us, and I know it's important to you. And you know, I am absolutely convinced that this journey that we are embarking on together is part of a transformation of this community. I'm also convinced in 10 years that you will not recognize this place in a positive way. There is so much going on, and there are so many people who are interested in being part of this. Harry Cohen, one of our city council members who represents this district, has been a great partner for us at city council. This is a signature piece of land, and I expect signature work, and I know you're going to deliver. And if you don't, I'm going to turn the water off out here. But as you think about this vista, and you think about this corridor, and you think about how this street wraps around and it provides a gateway into our downtown, and if you think about those bridges that we just lit up a year ago, and if you think about the 7,000 folks that live at Harbor Island and the Channelside Towers that are full, and the Riverwalk that 14 months from now will be completed, so that you'll have 2.5 miles of uninterrupted Riverwalk going from the Strass Center all the way around to the History Center. And you think about the opportunities at Curtis Sixon Park, where we've put over 500,000 people into events in the last year, 3 times more than the year before. And you think about the vibrancy of downtown and the young professionals that are wanting to be a part of this experiment that we call Tampa. This is an exciting time for us. This is a pivotal time for us. This is where we're going to decide what this community is going to look like 20 years from now. So when my 2 daughters are making a decision as to where they want to come home and live, they're going to look around and they're going to say, gosh, this is a great community. This is a great city for me to come home and raise my family. And it's going to be because of projects like this. So build for those enduring values. Quality matters. Design matters. We don't want just bricks and sticks. We want projects that are going to stand out, that people are going to drive by and be proud of, whether you are Tampanians or whether you are from somewhere else. Crescent, we're in this together. We're going to make this happen. We're going to build a project that all of us are proud of, and then we're on to the next one, and I expect you and the Nationwide guys downtown. Got it, guys? They're the money guys. Those are the ones that I like to put the hammer on. Because this is not the end. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of the renaissance of this community, and we are going to take our place on that stage as great American cities are. We're not competing with New York and Chicago and L.A. We're competing with Charlotte and Raleigh-Durham and Austin, Texas, and all the emerging Sunbelt cities where the best and the brightest want to be. We have the quality of life. We have the great family environment. We got a big-time city with small-town values. This is going to be a great project. This is going to be a great part of the fabric. I don't know what you all are waiting. Let's go dig some dirt and get to work.
I'm fired up. And we're going to go dig some dirt. I'm not going to take a lot of time. I don't want to lose the mojo. With a couple of people that I want to make sure do get mentioned from a Crescent perspective. Will Chapman, who leads our financing effort and worked tirelessly on this and our other Tampa asset, coming pretty quickly out of a recession to prove up an investment. And so the fruits of his labor have resulted in great financial partners, 2 of which are local to Tampa, or regional banks that worked in concert with Capital One, our primary lender, Cole Taylor, and U.S. AmeriBank, I think both of which may be represented here. I also want to make sure that our neighbors are recognized. We have endeavored that you always have discussions and debates, but I think have maintained very positive relationships, certainly with the Parkside Condominium Association, our residents at 345, and even our residents, Mrs. Sussman, are you here? Friendly neighbors that we've worked with for a long time who are here, and so we take very seriously the immediate environment that we're in, and our commitment to the community is easier to do when we have such good people to work with. So thank you so much for being here. Give us the count on that.